I'm your host, Joel Perez, and you're watching Wrestling with Politics. And today we're going to be taking a look at this clip of the President of the United States, or should I say, the future Prime Minister of Israel, Donald Trump, who he's come out and made some reprehensible comments proving exactly what he is, a traitor and a treasonous bastard who shouldn't be and no longer represents this country. Let's get straight to it here and let's check out this clip of Donald Trump.
In my opinion, I'm right now at 99% in Israel. I could run for prime minister, so maybe after I do this, I'll go to Israel, run for prime minister. I had a poll this morning, I'm 99%. So that's good.
And after watching that clip, I don't know if Donald Trump was joking here or if he was actually being serious, but let's be real here. This is absolutely disgusting for Donald Trump to even be joking about being the future prime minister of Israel and revealing here that he has a 99% approval rating in Israel. Let's break this down for a second. Why does Donald Trump have a 99% approval rating in Israel? Well, obviously, it's because he represents Israel, a foreign country, 10 times better than he represents his own country here in the United States, where he's hovering around the 30% approval rating right now. So Donald Trump, he has a better approval rating in Israel, a foreign country, than he does in the very country that he's been elected to represent, because he's an absolute failure and he's not representing the United States anymore. He's doing exactly that. He's representing Israel. He says he's going to be the future prime minister of Israel. Guess what? He's already acting like he's the current prime minister of Israel right now, because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make Israel great again, and he's abandoned trying to make America great again. And that's why this is so disgusting, because Donald Trump has completely given up on trying to fix the problems here in America. He's completely given up on trying to be the president of the United States, to the point where he now is looking for his next position as the prime minister of Israel. And you know what I have to say about that? Donald Trump, you want to go be the prime minister of Israel? Go ahead, Donald Trump. We no longer want you here in the United States. You have been a complete con man, a complete failure, and a complete tool, and we don't want you anymore. So you want to go be the prime minister of Israel? Go right ahead. We do not want you over here anymore, because you're doing a horrible job. And honestly, guess what? They wouldn't even want you in Israel either, because you know what they view you as, Donald Trump. They view you as Goyim, and they wouldn't want you to be their prime minister either. Let's get perfectly honest here. The people of Israel do not want an American being the prime minister of their country. They want somebody of their own religion, of their own, an Israeli. That's who they want. And another thing here is Donald Trump, he's allies with Benjamin Netanyahu. What the hell does Benjamin Netanyahu think about this? Now Donald Trump is gunning for his job. Well, but hopefully Donald Trump isn't being serious here, because let's be real here. If he really is trying to be the prime minister of Israel, all of this, everything that he's doing makes perfect, absolute perfect sense, because Donald Trump, for some ungodly, unknown reason, has completely abandoned this country. And he no longer cares about the people of the United States. He literally came out weeks ago. We can play the clip, and let's go right ahead and insert it in this video as well. He came out a couple weeks ago saying that he didn't give a damn about the financial status of Americans. Let's roll that clip.
When you're negotiating with Iran, Mr. President, to what extent are Americans' financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all. That's the only thing that motivates.
And as if the first clip wasn't reprehensible enough, as if the first clip didn't make you want to vomit already, that second clip, oh my goodness, it makes me want to punch Donald Trump straight in the face, if I'm being real here, because that is some of the most vile, inhumane crap that I've ever heard come out of the president of the United States' mouth. And Donald Trump has some audacity audacity to say that he doesn't give a damn, that he's not thinking about the financial status of Americans, and then he wants to hit you with the propaganda, the bullshit ass lie that, oh, Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. That's a line right there from the most darkest, far right, conservative, neocon, warmongering corners of the Republican Party. That's where that line of propaganda comes from, because this bullshit ass narrative that Iran is moments away from a nuclear weapon, it's complete garbage. If Donald Trump was actually serious about that, he knows that Iran's not going to develop a nuclear weapon. That's the exact reason why last summer they apparently did a whole operation trying to blow up Iran's nuclear facilities. I thought Donald Trump declared that operation a stunning success, but what happened? Now they're moments away again from having a nuclear weapon. It's a bullshit ass lie. We all know it's a bullshit ass lie, and yet somehow he's still trying to use that garbage ass lie to justify this garbage ass war. It's completely pathetic. And then to say that he doesn't give a damn about the financial status of Americans, it's completely immoral, because you don't give a damn that gas prices are going through the roof right now. You don't give a damn that Americans can't afford grocery bills. You don't give a damn about Americans, Donald Trump. And guess what? That's gonna cause. Americans, they're gonna stop giving a damn about you. And to be quite honest, they should have never given a damn about you, Donald Trump, to begin with, because you're a coward and you're a treasonous piece of garbage, Donald Trump, for saying this. And you're a garbage piece of crap for lying on the campaign trail about everything you promised. Because Donald Trump, if you put a clip of him just a year and a half ago before he became president, and you put a clip of him now, it's completely the opposite. You can literally find him saying the complete opposite thing of what he said before. And you could have Donald Trump debate himself at this point with the amount of crap that he's stepping into in this presidency. Because Donald Trump, he would have been the very guy, and you can pull up the clip of that as well. Tucker Carlson, he just did a great job on his most recent show showing what Donald Trump was saying back in the day. He was arguing, and perhaps stronger than anybody, making the case against the warmongers, against the neocons. That's what got Donald Trump elected. That's why so many people believed in Donald Trump. And now he's doing the exact opposite. It's night and day. So this is absolutely stunning to a lot of people, and a lot of Donald Trump supporters still can't fathom this. They're still trying to bend themselves into pretzels to support this man. And to anybody who's doing that, I have to tell you, please stop. Please wake up to what's going on here, because in this present moment of 2026, Donald Trump, he doesn't give a damn about you. You can ask him himself. He just said it. He doesn't give a damn about your financial status. He doesn't give a damn if you're struggling, if you can't afford gas, if you can't afford to get around, if you can't afford your grocery bills. He doesn't give a damn about any of that. He only gives a damn of whether or not Iran has a nuclear weapon. And who's at threat if Iran does have a nuclear weapon? It's not the United States. They're not going to use it against us. They're going to use it against Israel. So all Donald Trump cares about is defending the nation of Israel. And so you know what that makes Donald Trump? That makes him a treasonous coward. And you know what back in the day they would have done to Donald Trump for being a treasonous coward, for betraying this country? It would have been off with his head. That's what would have happened to Donald Trump anytime in the past 500 years of this planet. So Donald Trump is a complete tool. He's a complete con man, and we need to get off of this dying ship that is MAGA, if it even still exists. It's no longer worth it, because the very leader of MAGA, he doesn't give a damn about it anymore. He doesn't give a damn about you. All he cares about is defending a foreign country, and he doesn't care if he wastes $250 billion of your taxpayer money, because that's how much we've spent in Iran so far. He doesn't care if you're paying $5, $6, $7 for gas. It's all worth it to accomplish the goals of the establishment, of the deep state, of the worst people in this society. That's who Donald Trump has taken the side of, not the regular American people, the worst, most evil people in this society. That's who he's working for. And so we need to work to make sure that Donald Trump can't do this anymore. We need to pull up to the White House and make sure that Donald Trump can't comfortably leave the White House without hearing the demands of the American people. Because Donald Trump, he needs to face the fire. Right now, he thinks that he can get away with anything and he doesn't need your vote anymore because he's in his second term. He thinks he can get away with all of this and face no consequences, face no repudiation. And that's where he's wrong. He needs to face the fire straight to his face from the American people, from his own supporters, because this is absolutely unacceptable behavior. It's not just because it's Donald Trump. For those who aren't familiar with this channel, if it was Joe Biden, if it was Kamala Harris, if it was anybody in the political system pulling this garbage, I would be calling them out. And that's exactly why I'm calling out Donald Trump right now, because there was a time where I thought a lot more favorably of Donald Trump. There was a time where I wanted him to win over Kamala Harris in the 2024 election. I thought he was the better option, but he turned out to be just as horrible, if not worse, than Kamala Harris. Because again, no matter who wins, Israel always wins every single time. And they won again with Donald Trump. They have complete control over your US president. And these clips that we just played here today, it's a perfect evidence of that. They have 100% complete control over Donald Trump. He works for them. He doesn't work for you. He got elected and he believes that he got elected because of them. And for some reason, Donald Trump is afraid to go against the Zionist lobby. For some reason, he's afraid to go against Israel. He's afraid to go against Benjamin Netanyahu. Donald Trump, who's supposed to be so high and mighty, who's supposed to be the most bravest guy and the defender of all this crap, he's afraid of Israel. He's a coward when it comes to Israel. What the hell do they have over his head? Have they threatened to kill him or something? What's going on here? We need to get to the bottom of this, because our US president and every single US president for the past 40 years has been compromised by this exact same foreign country. What the hell is going on here? What is going on in the United States? We have a country that's been completely captured and completely sold off to a foreign lobby. They own all our politicians. We just talked about it in the last video with the election of Thomas Massie. They were able to kick out the only member of Congress who was still willing to tell the truth, who was still willing to fight for the American people. And they own our president. They own our elections. We need to do something about this. Are you going to join me in this fight to do something about this? Well, you already know what you can do if you want to join me in this fight. You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, because from this point forward, I'm going to be here every single day that I can calling out this bullshit. So if you want to join me, you already know what you can do. For now, that's all I've got to say here. Donald Trump, you can go suck a big fat one. For now, I'm logging off. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you all next time.